Moving right into game number 3 and Oasis. I love it. So Oasis can either have this big forest in the middle or it can have like a lake in the middle. Notable about the lake is that it's all deep water with no fish. So you can't even build a dock here. But you can walk around the edge of this, so the first person to chop through and get archers on the wood line, inside the wood line, can deny the center wood to anyone, basically. Like Minnow, for example, I think is really strong on this map. You just chop through the middle as fast as possible, get compies in, and just run them around the ring. No one can touch your units because you have the range, and you just deny all the center wood. Now, that being said, Oasis, it could look really tempting to go to the middle here, but it's really obvious, and people run like the tool armies just in circles around to find storage pits along the side. There's plenty of wood. Like, it sounds bad, but there's plenty of wood out here to be chopped. Storage pits here are still cost effective. You know, there's like 500, 600 wood per forest here. So you're getting your money's worth out of a storage pit there on these little forests, and there are tons of them, really. I mean, not tons, but there's enough. You don't have to go to the middle. You can survive off the edges for a while. Now, Tokyo Ghoul as Mace is a strong civ. It's a really strong civ for Oasis, and I believe that wholeheartedly. You get that vision. The +2 range to your units is just so... it's really, really important because you can find food sources more effectively, and that's the biggest issue with this map, is making the right choices early. So Tokyo already luring his 2 gazelle patches to his base, really strong as Mace. Tokyo's teammate Octu also luring, and he's Shang, so Shang is obviously good because the cheaper villagers, making the low food map a little less stressful. Now at 12, Kwang'an has Phoenician, the wood chopping bonus, as discussed before in the previous match, is also extremely effective. Excuse me for a second. Okay, then Zhongni also Shang. So 2 Shangs in this game. Shang, very important civ for Oasis. Luring his first gazelle as well. All players getting clean town centers for the time being. I would say that Tokyo Ghoul has a slight advantage as he has found 2 gazelle. He had 2 gazelle patches right here, which is a pretty strong advantage early on, as his worries of food will last just that much longer. Blech. Will be delayed that much longer. Now, 1 elephant here for Octu. Let's do the elephant count, the food count. Octu has this gazelle patch and that elephant. What does Kwang'an have? Kwang'an does not really have anything here. Here's another gazelle patch, but that's a 4 patch. And there's 3 elephants in between the players here. This could be a point of contention, and the gazelle patch. This could be... we could be seeing Kwang'an and Octu fighting over this little area for that food. A lot of food here for TLC2, TLC1, right? Excuse me. Zumi having access to the first patch of gazelle, the second patch of gazelle south of his town center. There's another patch of gazelle and an elephant here, so the map is so far seeming pretty balanced, and Tokyo has that slight advantage that he was able to lure 2 gazelle patches early on, and he does have access to these 2 elephants, and he might be going to get those now. No players heading towards the middle of the map just yet, but as I said before, these small wood patches are enough early on, especially for Tool Age. You have plenty of wood for Tool Age, and he finds these 2 elephants. So Tokyo Ghoul is going to be in a grand position here. Barracks already up for Octu as Shang with those cheaper vills. Did he already click at 650? He may have. He may have just done like a 16, 17 bill click. Check economy. Did he click on 18? Maybe. Most players seem to be at 18. Kwang'an going up to 19. Maybe going for a cheeky bronze here. I don't know if he has the food to... I thought I could close on that. Maybe thinking he can go up to bronze here. That's a lot of villagers on wood for Oasis, so he could be seeing a delayed flick of tool for him. The barracks at home though, so I think he's prepared to fight for this. Neither player is scouting out these critical resources in the middle here. As farms, the problem with Oasis, well, not the problem, but one of the issues players have while playing Oasis is that you can build farms, right? You have enough wood to build farms typically, but you can't really wall them in. You can't make them safe. You have to spread them out because you can't really wall this map off. It's just way too open, way too big. There's no way you can get enough stone early on in the game. I mean, maybe like late Bronze Age, you can start getting some nice big wall offs. But I mean, it takes a lot of stone that can be used for slingers, you know? And slingers are really effective on this map. Wow, most players are up. Kwang'an, as I said before, a little delayed. It's a little bit later, but not too much. Zungni moving out on the map. Are these two forward? Yeah, two forward Raxes. He's going to be going Axers. And he finds two berries here. That's nice for him. Nice pickup. Now, Tokyo doing something similar. I think he's also going to be going for Axer. Whereas Octu and Kwang'an will be going for Slingers. We've been seeing this. So this is the third game in the series, right? And in each game, the teams have been splitting just like this. One player going Slinger at home, and one player doing Proxy Barracks Axe Rush. Now the difference here is that both of these Axe Rushes are kind of far away from their opponents. They made it a decent way across the map. But typically, when you Axe Rush, you want to build them. You want to build your barracks like in between your opponents. That just was kind of unfeasible this game. The players need the villagers at home for the economy. It's so critical. Building a storage pit up here on the lion and this elephant. I don't know what he's doing with his vills right now. Running them out. Maybe he found something better. I don't know. Oh, there's an axer right on his ass. Oops, excuse my language. And Kwang'an getting the slinger upgrade already. Looks to be in a good situation. Oh, that's Akti, sorry. Kwang'an also getting the slinger upgrade as well. Slinger's coming out on the map, walling in the edge of the map, maybe looking to build some farms here, protect his stone mine and what remains of this wood line. Not a lot left there though. These slingers will be marching in one by one to their dooms because this is a far greater number of slingers for the time being. So Zungni getting a decent axe rush off. Tokyo Ghoul looking to get the counter attack. Will find his opponent's wood line. This is a messy game. It's hard to tell what's going on. So Tokyo, oh, I think he spotted that. But did he find it in time? Junyi will get the quick wall off around his wood line, protecting his villagers. I've seen some players delete the town center and rebuild it here, like along the wall. Now this is funny. These two players are very close to each other on the center wood. Interesting. One villager getting sealed off to die. Tokyo Ghoul finding Sunni's forwards. Sunni in heaps of trouble now, it seems, as most of his economy is under pressure or dying. Now, a stalemate on the slinger front. Both players want to get enough of an army to feel comfortable moving out. Morgan has pushed all the way around though. He circumnavigated Octu's slingers and has wound up here, but he's not going to find anything. Maybe killing houses on Oasis isn't the worst because it's tough to replace the wood, but it's a waste of time in some senses for your army. Tokyo goes scouring the map. Winning the extra battle here. One Axar isn't going to be enough to do any real damage here. Now, looks like one of Octu's scouts died, and he knows where his opponent is now. He's moving out. I think he spotted these elephants. I think he realizes that he needs this food income. It's gonna. Whoever gets this is going to be able to bronze. It's enough food to bronze between those three elephants. Or make a ton of slingers. A boatload, as some might say. Now, what's going on here? This is just messy. I don't know what's really going on. Now, Zungni's Axe Rush seems to have been pushed off for the time being, as most of his economy been under duress. One villager at home for him, and it looks like he ran away with some of his other ones. But where did he go? Okay, he went out here to get this hunt, and he ran some bills to his teammates' base, preparing for this axe hit. Now, Aktu has pushed in on the farms of Kwang'an. Kwang'an unprepared for this, as he is also counterattacked, and his attack has been effective. It pushed him off the gazelle, so both players having some problems for their food. The stone income is about to go down for Kwang'an. Tokyo building up. He's repelled Zuni for the time being. He's got some brown slingers causing some problems. Will this battle be enough? I think. It's hard to call. The numbers look pretty even. On this side, even as well. I think Kwang'an has enough to clean this up, though. I think he has enough slingers to clean it up. And he's lost his army here. Oh, no. So the colors are so similar, brown and orange. Good micro, good dance from Aktu. Pulling back, both players microing this battle intensely, but the defender advantage. Quick reinforcements. Aktu survives at home. It looks like Embe, come on, Embe, in a bit of trouble. He moves his whole economy out. And his slingers. He's abandoning ship. Abandoned ship. That is surprising. It's a lot earlier than I expected that to happen. And he goes and he just drops the wood pit, or the storage pit, on top of that elephant. He needs these elephants. There's 2 more here for him to get, if he were to do so. Now, these 4 slingers from Kwang'an have been doing quite a lot of damage. They've been running around here, just being a all-around nuisance. Looks like Tokyo got pushed off of something. Oh, Zuni still building some axers. Not enough axers from Zuni at this point. Looks like Kwang'an's position has been heavily diminished. Losing all those farms. I mean, that's such an investment, you know, in wood. Just built most of those farms. And that's right when Aktu struck. I almost said stroke, but that doesn't sound right. I hope he doesn't have a stroke. Aktu. I think he has enough. Once again, Kwang'an and Aktu are neck and neck in terms of slinger count. But Kwang'an got the damage done. Or Aktu, rather, got the damage done. And he actually has double the slingers. Right, because he has 2 armies. Enough to defend and enough to attack. Aktu is in a commanding position here. Meanwhile, his teammate, Tokyo, shores up his defenses. And should be alright. These villagers for green getting caught once again. Zungni getting caught everywhere. He has 3 farms in the corner of the map. It's about at 2 idle axers. Zungni in trouble this game. Kwang'an losing his barracks, his production. That's a lot of wood. These slingers here are a huge nuisance for his economy, but his counterattack just isn't going to do enough. I mean, it's a nuisance, but he has plenty of bills here. Not bills, plenty of slingers. I hear some attacks happening. Okay, here it is. 2 in the corner. Storage pit. Oh, these slingers are about to get trapped. Okay, they didn't get trapped. You're able to micro them out. But Aktu perfectly splitting his army. Always enough to defend against anything. Always has just a few more slingers. Enough to win each fight. Wow, Zuni losing 2 more axers. Axers at this point. Aktu has plenty of slingers to deal with. Axers at this point of the game. Yeah, it looks like this game is going to go to Aktu and Tokyo, as I just don't see what green and brown can do here. They're in a world of hurt. They're not in the position to make units. They're not in the position to attack. They're not in the position to defend. We're probably going to... Oh my gosh, excuse me. It's very early for me. And it looks like once Kwang'an loses his army, oh, he's able to win a nice battle here. He outnumbered Aktu on the small scale, and he took advantage of this situation. Now, Tokyo coming to get the flank, and Aktu, or Kwang'an will lose most of these slingers. Brown in trouble here. The 2v1 in slingers, Zunmi just has nothing at this point. He's got these, oh, I was gonna say he's got those farms, but there we have the GG. I suspect that Aktu would be cooking bronze pretty soon, as he's had pretty much a free time. Like, his base has been pressured, but I think he was in position to cook bronze soon. So Kwang'an tapping out, calling GG. Zungni doing the same. So we have a score of 2-1. 2 in Tokyo. Taking game number 3. GG indeed.